that again. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome in. I got my phone on for the messages and I messed that up, but that's okay. If any of y'all tuned in yesterday, you know that I had a very lazy day. I didn't want to do any of my housework or get anything accomplished. And so I got up today and I made a couple of Michael Monkey Vaughn videos and put them on all three of my channels and cleaned my house. I did dishes, I did laundry, I vacuumed, cleaned my bathroom. So I'm feeling really energized right now because I got all that accomplished today. And my daughter will be getting in touch later this afternoon and either bringing me the baby for the night or I'll run them back home and keep the car and take them to go get her in the morning and take my daughter to work. We're still using one car. My car from South Carolina hasn't made it down yet. So we're having to improvise, do what we, whatever we can. Whew, I need to take a breath. I want to say my hellos to Harper, Truth Smiles, PJ Wish. Thank you all for coming in, and anybody else who didn't say hello. I'm having a really good time doing this channel. I hope you noticed the, what do you call it? The thumbnail where it says I still get carded for my senior citizen discount. I've actually been getting it since I was like 55 in most places on most things. Some places you can't get it until you're 65. But they look at me and they're like, I'm like, no, let me show you. I really am as old as I say I am. A lot of people think I look younger than I am, but I don't. I know every gray hair, every wrinkle, every, little defect along the way. Every year has given me a little something. So how is y'all's day going? Anybody did anything exciting today they want to share? Okay, my Nightbot that I just got yesterday. I don't know what link that is that it popped up. Let me see if I can figure it out. I only put two things in my Nightbot. One was my dog's channel, Chloe the Chewini, and the other one is the channel I have with Miss Norma, Real Life Happens. So I'm not sure which one that is. But thank you, Nightbot, for kicking in. At least I have it downloaded properly. I don't have it set up right, though, but I have it downloaded. Oh, True Smiles. That sounds terrible. I bruise real easy, too. But I'm glad everything is okay. Let's see if I can see. I might have to put like the name. Okay, that's got to be Chloe's channel then, because that's not Real Life's channel. Let's see. No? Well, let me click on it, if I can, on my phone and see where it takes me. Oh, that takes me to this channel, Living My Best Life's channel. Okay, well, I need it to also say the other one. So now I wonder if I do the command and do Real Life, if it'll do it. I'm learning, so I don't know. I may not have the old Nightbot set up correctly. There we go. Please subscribe to Real Life Happens. And it has the URL. All right, great. Okay, let me do for Chloe then. And I think I only said Chloe. I don't think I put the whole name. Okay, Harper, no problem, honey. You rest. You need all the rest you can, but thank you for coming by and thank you for listening. I know stomach issues can be really bad, so you just try to rest. I guess I'm going to go over and put it on the Discord. Maybe that'll get a few more people to come. My pharmacy keeps beeping on my phone, telling me I've got prescriptions ready. Oh, goodness. Dree got a tattoo of Monkey for Monkey today, and it is so cute. Okay. She doesn't want to show till Brandy gets a chance to see it. Okay. Yes, we definitely want her to take care of herself, get the feeling back to her normal. Whoops. So I guess I'm going to try to see if I can show the video I made for Michael. Let's see if it'll let me pull up a video file. Okay, I'm glad it let me play that. Harper says, I'm good, just diverticulitis and irritable bowel syndrome acting up, so it makes for so miserable days at True Smiles. Just got to live with it. Yes, that's the thing, is learning how to live with the problems we have. That's so true. And that was the video I made today for Monkey, and I put it on all 3 channels. So we can try to keep his little sweet little face out there and hopefully bring him home soon. So what is everybody else doing today? Just having a peaceful, lazy kind of Sunday? I'm just glad I got everything done I wanted to do before my granddaughter comes back, because it's hard to do anything with the little one running around, except for take care of the little one. That's about all I can do. What? Why is my Nightbot saying that? Stop spamming symbols. Oh, maybe because you put the @ sign for True Smiles. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think I have Nightbot set up exactly right. I'm sorry, Harper. My Nightbot is going rogue already. Where that came from. Stop spamming symbols. Warning. Okay. I know I had to go in there and say that you could use capital letters and you could use numbers, but I guess I didn't change it for the symbols. I'll have to make a note that I need to go in there and do that. Oh, it's because it doesn't like it when you use more than one symbol. That's right, True Smiles. Get him. Tell him he better behave or he can go. Okay, so anything anybody wants to talk about, anybody can come up on panel. I don't know how long I have today because I'm not sure when my daughter will be here. But I thought since I got all my housework done, I could have a few relaxing minutes and chit chat. I went back to the YMCA to do my swimming last weekend and one day last week, and I pulled the muscle in my left hip that comes up through your pelvis and connects to your hip joint, and you use that muscle to lift your leg to take a step, and so it has been really hurting. And so I've been trying to, stay off of it as much as I can. So I haven't been back swimming, but I really want to go. So I'm hoping tomorrow I will go and just do a little bit and not, try not to overdo it. That's the thing with swimming and being in water. You can move your body so much easier than you can move it on dry land that I sometimes forget just how hard I'm working those muscles. And of course, those are some muscles that you don't use, in your daily life, just, basically walking around. But when you get in a swimming pool and you start doing frog kicks and, different things like that, it makes it harder. True Smile says, Living Harper, see my avatar, evidence of purple feeding the squirrel. That's cute. Yes, she might be feeding it. That might be why it's staying around. I don't know. Have we decided it is a squirrel and not a raccoon? I know everybody was kind of divided on that idea. Hello. Welcome in. Don't be shy. Just say hello. Harper's laughing. That's right. It's crazy. It's crazy that it got in there, and it's got to be getting out to get food, unless it stockpiled a bunch of food before it went in there. I don't know. I don't know that much about squirrels. Hi, PJ's Wish. Hi, Nikki. You didn't get a notification. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry about that. Maybe you have to unsubscribe and resubscribe. I don't know. But all the things I didn't want to do yesterday, Nikki, I finally got done today. So now I'm kind of celebrating that I have all my work done. I feel very accomplished. Hey, Kendra, how are you? Welcome in. We're very laid back here. So feel comfortable, feel at home. Yay, Nikki, that's great. I know. Do you have to iron them? It's probably a job to do that, to launder them and iron them. The kids at the school my daughter teaches at, they have to wear uniforms. I am so proud of myself. I got 3 things in my Nightbot. It was a pain to try to get it started, though. If you don't know how to do programs and stuff, it's a little bit difficult. But I got it. Oops. All right. Yay. And I need to go in and fix that one. That one is for this channel. So I need to go in and fix the, I didn't realize I could put something in front of the URL. So I didn't know to put that. Hey, Love to Love God, how are you? Thank you for coming in. We're just having a chill kind of day today. I got all my housework done that I put off yesterday. And I made a monkey video and posted it on all 3 of my channels. So I feel really accomplished today. What have y'all been up to today? Anybody do anything exciting? Yeah, the Nightbot is kind of strict just because I don't know how to set it. I sent Amanda an email because I shared one of her Michael Monkey videos as well. And I wanted to make sure that she knew that I did that. And I also, told her that I got the Nightbot installed, but I needed help programming it. Oh, Kendra, I'm sorry to hear that. I have asthma only when I'm sick. If I get like a cold or, upper respiratory bronchitis, something like that, then I have asthma pretty bad. But normally I don't. Y'all are just so nice to each other and uplifting. I love that. Nobody wants to come up on panel? I feel funny up here just talking by myself. I know y'all are listening and responding in the text, but I mean in the chat, but I still like to have somebody to have a conversation with. Nikki, that is exactly right. We definitely need to be nice to each other. There are too many people that are being mean, hateful. Oh, PJ Wish, that's bad. We all need to put prayer hands for her husband. You know, God is the great physician and the healer, and he does answer prayers. So the more people you have praying for your husband, the more prayers he'll answer. And we'll just say for PJ's Wish husband. There we go. That's right. You have to have faith. And whatever's supposed to happen, he'll give you the strength to get through it. But everybody needs to keep him in our prayers. Harper, he just doesn't like you. My crazy Nightbot. Yes, Truth Smiles. Positive thoughts to all of our illnesses. Harper, it's okay. It's not your fault. It's the crazy Nightbot. I don't know how to turn him off. Oh, goodness. Nightbot is being crazy. Love to love God. Are you in the States or are you overseas? I'm pretty sure Kendra and Nikki must be overseas in the UK, but I didn't know if you were or not. You're from Germany. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were. So, what time is it there in Germany now? 9:22 p.m. Okay, so it's 3:22 p.m. here. So you're 6 hours ahead of me. Wow. How about Nikki? What time is it there? Are you about 6 hours difference as well? Okay, I don't understand. Nikki and living my best life. Can I think? I'm sure that works. Okay, so Nikki, you're only 5 hours difference. Okay. Oh, that's nice that he got to play. And it's nice that he's mowing your lawn for you. Oh, and True Smiles, Kendra, and Nikki, all three of y'all are in the UK. That's right. Okay. So if I want to catch y'all, I need to come on either late in like now in the afternoon before it gets too late there. Um, do any of you ladies want to be mods for me? I know I have a few people already, but anybody that I haven't gotten yet, if you want to be a mod, just let me know. Yeah, I fell asleep during purple, so I didn't play the game at all. I think I just modded Kendra and PJ's Wish. Okay, Nikki. So anyway, what else can we talk about? I had to water my plants today. I always water them all on Sunday. And I have all of them moved inside from the patio because we had some cold weather, unusually cold for Georgia, and I did lose a few plants. And so I made sure that I brought everything else back in. Kendra, that's not good when they're up in the middle of the night like that, is it? Yeah. My granddaughter does that every now and then. She'll wake up in the middle of the night. Well, see, I don't like it on StreamYards because I don't see everything that I see when I'm on my phone. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Kendra. Yes, my real name is Echo, and that kind of came out yesterday. And a few people already knew that that's what my name was. Um, the channel that I have with Miss Norma, I go by Echo on it because when we first started out, we didn't know that we shouldn't use our real names. And so we both used our real names. And so then when I started this account, I didn't use my real name. But Echo is my real name. And that's why sometimes in chats, when people say, is there an echo in here? Or there's an echo or something like that, I'm like, what? Somebody talking to me? Because I forget that I'm not using Echo as my name in the chat. So, but you're more than welcome to call me Echo, or some people just call me Living. Doesn't matter. I'll answer, whatever. Yeah. It's a beautiful name, but it's also, I got teased a lot as a kid. I love it as an adult because most people who meet me, they'll remember my name because it is different. But as a kid, I got teased a lot and I didn't like it. And I couldn't wait until I got married and then I could be Mrs. somebody instead of having to use my real name or use Echo as my name. Right. Echo, like echo, echo, echo. Yep. That's it. Hello, Linda Marie. How are you? Don't pay any attention to Nightbot. I don't have it set up right. It timed you out for 5 seconds. I'm so sorry. Does anybody know how to turn Nightbot off? I only got the 3 channels programmed into Nightbot, and I don't guess I have the other things set right. And that channel that it just dropped, that Nightbot just dropped, that's actually this channel. I didn't know how to put the name in there. I think you need to time Nightbot out. Okay, let's see how I can do that. Nightbot. Put in timeout. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got him for 300 seconds. I'll have to definitely go in there and fix that because I don't want him timing y'all out. Miss Linda, did you want to be a mod as well? More like a Rosie? Okay, well, if you want to call me Rosie, you can call me Rosie. I don't care. All right, Linda Marie, I'm going to get you modded. It's kind of funny you say that because I was supposed to be named after my great aunt, and her name was Rose Marie, and my mom didn't like that, and so my name is Echo Marie, and I gave my daughter Marie as her middle name, and she gave her baby Marie as a middle name. But I could have very easily been named Rose Marie, and then I would have been a Rosie. So that's interesting that you pick up on that. Anybody have a topic they want to discuss, or anybody want to come up on panel? PJ's Wish, it's fine. I don't know how to mod either, really, but it'll protect you, so I know it's you and not some troll trying to come in here under your name. I think that's the main reason most people do it. And that's fine. Love to love God. You can call me Rosie, or you can call me Echo, or you can call me whatever you want to call me. Except for now, if you say hello to Rosie in a chat somewhere, nobody will know who it is you're talking to. So I guess I could do like True Smiles does and put it in parentheses. Harper said, okay, I can mod her. Yay, Harper. It definitely will protect you from what I've been told. Yes, you can pick another color. I don't care. Purple is my favorite color, but you can give me a different color. If I'm going to be Rosie, I guess I should be red or maybe pink. That's right, Harper. Now you can pay Nightbot back when he comes back on. You can time him out. I guess it's a him. It could be a girl. Excuse me. Well, pink is my second favorite color. So I guess pink is fine. I could be Pink Rosie or Rosie Pink. I don't know. It's fun, though, to have y'all want to give me a name and give me a color. It's very nice. Well, Harper, I think all you have to do is if somebody, says something or you think somebody is a troll or whatever, just click on them and it pulls up a little menu and then it says you can hide them or you can time them out. You like pink. Okay. Hi, Miss Norma. How are you this afternoon? Did you get the notification or did you just see it somewhere? Some people said they didn't get a notification. Okay, PJ Swish. I got one of those Nightbots downloaded and I put in there for it to say my channel, our channel, and Chloe's channel, but then it also doesn't like people using icons and symbols, and so it's been being mean to people. Oh, you got snow. Oh. Yeah, we just need to get rid of him for right now, and then I'll figure out how to get him. Okay, good. Did you get my signal message that I said I put a video on there for Michael Monkey Vaughn, the little boy we were talking about yesterday that's been missing? And when on the banner that's scrolling, when it says Real Life Happens, that's the channel, Miss Norma's channel that I'm on there with Miss Norma. We started it. Has it been a year yet, Norma? Anyway, we didn't know anything about YouTube. We didn't know anything about our computers, basically. We didn't know anything about how to make a video. We didn't know about Canva. We didn't know about StreamYards. We really didn't know about anything. And so we really struggled, but we figured it all out. It's been close to a year. I think it has been. I know the graduation video that I posted, it said on it, it was 7 months ago. And we'd already been doing it for a few months before that. So maybe more like 10 months ago or something. And we got subscribers right off the bat, but people didn't come to our lives. They just kind of watched it afterwards, and that was kind of boring. You know, we wanted people to come like y'all come so we can have, you know, some conversation at least. Do you feel like coming up on panel today, Norma? You can keep your camera off. Kind of putting her on the spot. She might not want to. Her back's been hurting her pretty bad. March the 12th will be a year. Okay, so that we were pretty close. Pretty close on that then. Okay, Norma. Yeah, that's true. Nightbot should be okay. Let me see if he'll do the command. Well, he did Chloe. I don't know why he didn't do real life. He should have done that. I thought you were giving us a snack, True Smiles. All those yummy treats. There we go. I don't know. He's kind of slow, I think. It's fun to learn all these new things, though. I've enjoyed learning. I'm still not as good on the videos as I would like to be, but that all comes just by, you know, playing around with them. And Canva is a good program. There are a couple others, but I haven't really tried them too much. So nobody is willing to come up on panel, huh? You don't even have to show your face. Yay! My Harper's going to try to come up. Okay, that's cool, Norma. You do videos very well. I haven't made any on my phone as good as the ones you've been able to do. There she is.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry you're feeling poorly.
It happens. It's just part of living with that kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing I can do. I mean, I think, yesterday I did eat an English muffin in the morning and then I ate one late at night and pardon me, I did put it's called Alouette and it's a spread and it's a garlic and herb spread.
I think I've heard of it. It's
Yeah,
kind of like cream cheese or
yeah,
something.
yeah, and I don't know because I've had diverticulitis, I've had irritable bowel syndrome. I've been living with that, but now that I have the bleeding ulcer, I didn't think about it and I don't know if that because I am in a lot of pain. And I'm thinking maybe that was not good to eat. Like I don't know because between the three different things now, I'm trying to figure because sometimes that's just how it is. Like it's like switching a light switch. I can be fine and then I can go from being fine to being doubled over in pain. And so I'm trying to figure out is it um, just the IBS acting up? Is it the combination of the first two? Now I'm learning what foods I can and can't eat too on top of the ulcer. So I don't know. I don't know. And it's just, it's not fun.
It's going to be trial and error on the different
Yeah.
food until you figure out, oh, that hurts me and that doesn't or whatever. But you would think, it shouldn't have been that strong of the garlic to really do anything to your ulcer, I wouldn't think.
I don't. And, when we were going over foods, it was more like, because I did tell them, like, I do, obviously, I was eating, which they said to stick away from, like, a lot of tomato based foods,
Right.
that, and I did, I don't know if anybody knows what they are, but it was like a little serving for one of the Michelangelo's like eggplant parmesan and I that is kind of what I would eat for lunch. So I've cut out that kind of stuff. I do like Italian food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour some tea. Um, so I cut out like I started drinking caffeine free. Like I switched to like a green tea, which is caffeine free. I cut out the caffeine. I cut out the tomato based stuff. Like I've tried to do that kind of stuff, but Live to Love God, that is exactly what it is. Um, it's really good. um,
Well, let's hope that's not gonna, that's not what it is. Have you had the English muffins before?
oh yeah, and I mean that's just bread.
Right, but I'm just saying, I mean, you've never had a problem just with the English muffin.
No,
Yeah.
and I've had the Alouette stuff before, but I just I I think I know what it is, but if I say I don't want people to say, "Oh, that's an excuse," but um I think it's a little bit of when I get upset or stressed out or anything. I mean, if anybody out there has irritable bowel syndrome, they will know that if you get stress or if you're being upset, it can put you in a flare of irritable bowel syndrome.
Right.
And I did, over the last couple weeks, I mean, I think anybody, even in the chat or anybody, I mean, this has been stressful for everybody. And last night I try so hard to put on the brave face and act like a lot of things don't bother us, but I think hearing Karen get really upset really bothered me. I didn't sleep all night because a lot of people, I think think that we're kind of blowing things out of proportion. Maybe we don't talk about a lot of stuff on here, but I really wanted so bad yesterday for everybody to call a truce or whatever, and this to be kind of over, and that didn't happen. And when you heard Karen so upset, and it's the fact that people don't kind of realize that we are getting texts and messages and stuff that people are going to dig into our families.
I just don't understand. I mean, what do they get from doing all that other than to feed their evil, their evilness or something? But so Tony just out and out said, no, she doesn't want a truce.
That's my understanding. And, I think a lot of people think that we've just been saying all this stuff to Tony, but it's also getting messages from them, like, that they're gonna dig into, like, if you don't stop talking about her son or putting pictures out, which, how can you convince someone you're not doing someone when they're so convinced you are, that they're going to look into your family or put pictures out of your family? And it's getting to the point where it does start taking a toll, and like IBS and stuff like that, you can't make your body stop doing what it's going to do.
Right.
Like when you get so stressed out and stuff, it puts you in a flare.
Exactly.
And I can't tell my body, oh, don't do it. Like, I don't want it to do it. It's painful. It hurts. It can put you back in the hospital. Like, I'm not trying to use this as an excuse. It sucks. And I'm tired of these little mini trips to the hospital because of my body reacting to stress. I don't know. I mean, maybe I am weaker than most people, if that's how people want to perceive it. But
no, I mean, it's nobody can handle stress like that. I mean, I don't care who you are, especially when they're talking about, going real life on your family. I mean, even if there's nothing negative there, you still don't want your family bothered, and you don't want to have all that, put out.
PJ Wish, I'm sorry.
She had to go to the hospital and do some blood work on, and that's what she's talking about. True Smiles has a bruise on her arm, and it's painful.
Oh no. Hi, Mrs. T. I just feel like I don't want to run people out of the chat either by talking about this. I don't want people.
Well, we can talk about something else if you want to. It doesn't matter. But I'm not worried about that. I mean, if they don't want to hear it, they don't have to hear it. Yeah. I mean, I invited you up here, and if that's what you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. I just feel bad that you're, having to be in pain because of people's stupidity. Just
That's
just
okay.
doesn't make any sense, you know?
Yeah. Yes, Mrs. P. My aunt has Crohn's disease. Bad. She has to actually go in and have iron transfusions
Oh,
because she was having, well, she has Crohn's and she has some other issues, and she was having to go in 3 times a week to sit down and have iron transfusions. And you have diverticulitis, so yeah, you would really understand that. Oh my gosh, Truth Smiles, you have a tube through your artery to your heart. I'm
oh,
so
see, I thought she just gave blood or something. Yeah, no wonder it's bruised. Like a heart catheterization where they go in to check for any blockages or anything.
yeah, so everybody has a lot of real life issues, and so to have a lot of added unnecessary stress, I mean, nobody needs that.
Exactly.
I think people come on here to escape, some of their trials and tribulations and stuff, not to add to it.
Exactly.
So,
And it would be different if somebody actually did something um, to somebody, you know, that was real life and there, I mean, I probably would want to retaliate as well if somebody did something to me or my family. But when nothing has been done and it's all just a figment of their imagination, that's crazy. I mean,
yeah,
it's just weird. I've
it,
never seen anything like that before, you know,
yeah.
on YouTube, so I don't know, but
Well, and they always say hindsight is 2020. I mean, looking back, yeah, I mean, I didn't handle it the best at first, but I've never been in this kind of situation before. I mean, of course, looking back, I really wish I would have handled things better, but I didn't, and I can't go back. I can only try to, and there's still days where I think, oh, this, and then you hear something so bad, my first instinct is still the one to lash back
yeah, I
sometimes.
mean, that's human nature. I don't care who you are. If somebody says something to you, you're going to want to defend yourself, and you want people. At least I have always been the kind of person that I want people to know that I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah,
That I don't have a reason to lie to you about it, and I'm telling the truth. And when people perceive that you're not telling the truth, that makes me get really angry.
I
You know,
do. Because I see people in the chat say, well, if you weren't lying, you wouldn't be trying to defend yourself. You just wouldn't care. And
I think that's the opposite. I think when a person is lying about something, they don't want to talk about it. They want to, sweep it under the rug and let's move on. Let's not talk about it.
yeah,
I think when it's the truth, to me, it makes it to where you want to be vindicated. You want them to say, yes, she was telling the truth.
yeah,
But with who you're dealing with, that may never happen,
yeah,
you know, because you're not dealing with somebody who has a rational way of looking at things.
yeah.
So
This
I
is
really, I don't think it'll ever have a good resolution. I really don't. But I just feel sorry for her because she needs professional help, and I don't think she's going to get it.
yeah. Well, I think Susan is of the same mind at this point that she also wants, the um just the back and forth to stop. So I'm hoping that if enough people are just like, hey, it's just gotten so out of control, and a lot of people are just saying it has gotten so ridiculous, and enough people are just saying, for the sake of ourselves and for the sake of all this part of the YouTube community, because it's for everybody, you know that it's really time to just stop this. And I'm really hoping that if each one of us can be accountable for ourselves, and there's enough of us that say, yeah, let's try to end this and do our part to end this, because each one of us can make a difference.
And I think when people stop buying into the sensationalism of everything, then she won't get the reaction she's getting. You know,
Yeah.
she'll stop. It'll stop feeding whatever it is it's feeding on her, and then maybe she'll stop then.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. You know, everybody just has to be so hateful. I just don't get it.
Yeah. Mrs. T, that's kind of what happened to me. I went in and was admitted, and I was in the worst pain I've ever been in my life. And they did, a whole bunch of stuff, and realized that I had diverticulitis, but it had turned into, by then I had like a really bad, I guess it turns into an infection. I had to be in the hospital. I had to be on antibiotics. I had because it's like so inflamed and stuff. And it was bad. It was really bad. And I had never heard of diverticulitis before then. And now every time this happens, and I literally wake up in this kind of pain, I get so scared, because I'm thinking, has it gotten so out of control again? Have I wound up with an infection? Am I going to wind up in the hospital? That's why I get so nervous. Has it gotten?
Yeah.
And it's just that fast. Like, I can literally be fine, and then I'm not fine.
Mrs. T, that must have been a horrible experience.
Yeah.
You have to have a bag for 3 months. Yeah, that's. I had my daughter by cesarean, and they didn't put any mesh or anything when they closed me up. And I'm a big girl. And so, of course, my incision herniated. And then they did do a repair and put some mesh in there, but not a big enough piece. So eventually that herniated as well. So then I had to have a hysterectomy. And so they went in and they took all that scar tissue out, and they put a big piece of mesh in there. Well, I actually have like a little bulge on my stomach where I don't know if that's intestine or, what it is, but it's just the way that it all healed. But I'm the same way. When I get a bellyache, I think, oh my gosh, has it twisted it? Has it, what has it done in there? And I freak out. So I can understand. It's got to be a scary, scary thing, especially when you can go to bed fine and then wake up and have it be hurting like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. T, that was terrible trauma on you. And then you saw your mom go through it, and then you've had to deal with problems with it. It's got to be, traumatic. It's like a lot of things that happen to us in our childhood. I don't think we even, at least that situation, and you can say, okay, I'm like this because of what happened. But like with me, my mom was so abusive that a lot of the things I blocked out. So I don't remember them. So I probably have personality traits that stem from some of that I don't even know.
Right.
Because I just choose not to remember it, I guess. And I have, Mrs. T, I have remembered some things, but I haven't remembered everything. And even now when I talk to my brother and my sister, they'll bring up things and I have no clue what they're talking about. Like I have big chunks of my memory that are gone.
Right.
And they're like, well, how can you not remember this? It's like, I just guess I don't want to remember it, so it's gone for me. But after talking to them and remembering what I remember, it's like, I know it happened. I know it's true. So I believe them when they tell me things, that they remember, but I don't personally have a memory of it.
Love to Love God, they kind of knew in the hospital, but to fully confirm it after that, I did also have to go get a specialized colonoscopy, and then it was diagnosed and they removed, I want to say it was 6 or 7 polyps, and then but the colonoscopy they did, it confirms it. They see it on the colonoscopy.
And even when you get to be a certain age, your doctor will recommend you have a colonoscopy. And I didn't want to have it done. And then I finally gave in and did it. And I actually had 2 polyps they took out, and one of them was precancerous. So, I mean, it was a good thing that I had it done, but it's just seems like a very invasive procedure, and I didn't want to have it done.
Yeah, I get, and I don't want to see, I'm afraid to misstate it, because even me having it, I don't, like, they talked about it to me and I still don't, but I think you have like little pockets, and what happens is like, well, and see, that's what's confusing. I was told one thing there, and so I ordered these books and everything, and then another doctor told me conflicting information. But what I was originally told, like certain like little seeds, grains, nuts, and everything, that in these little divots, like that they get caught up. So I ordered this book on diverticulitis, on diet, on things to avoid and everything, and like was changing my eating habits for like 2 weeks. Then I had another follow-up appointment after everything, and I go to see, and I go to a military place for my health care. So
Right.
a lot of times, every time you go, I don't see the same person.
Right.
So I go back for the follow-up, and I take the book with me that I ordered, and I'm telling that doctor, and then that doctor tells me, oh, well, no, since newer stuff has come out, he said that they don't actually believe that it has anything to do with seeds and this and this. And so then I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, the first person told me this, that now he's telling me that there's been an advancement, that they don't actually think this. So I was very confused, but just to be safe, I do avoid certain things because I'm like, well, it's not going to hurt. So it's very confusing sometimes going there, because you may see one person that tells you one thing, and then you might go back and another person might tell you something really conflicting.
Yeah, and when it's something like changing your diet, you don't want to go through that process if it's not going to help. I
Right.
had, I had really bad acid reflux. What is it called? GERD or whatever. And so they said, okay, you have to like go off. Don't eat any of this stuff and only eat this real bland stuff, until we get it, back to you tolerating it or whatever.
I'm going to
And
mute for a little bit.
okay. And then after I did that, then they said, oh, well, it probably wasn't caused by the food anyway. So now that you're on medication, you can eat whatever you want. And here for like 2 weeks, I had struggled trying not to eat certain things. And yes, I got knocked out. Well, you're not completely knocked out, but you're knocked out enough that I remember him talking to me before the colonoscopy, but I don't remember any of the actual colonoscopy. And then I woke up and I was back in the room I had started out in, and everything was done. And, I was just a little groggy feeling. But I've been put to sleep for surgeries, and it's not, you're not that far under, but you are a little bit. I think they can actually take them out. I know they took my polyps out. I'm not sure if there's a big difference between a polyp and the diverticuli, whether or not they can do it all at the same time. But the way they're doing things now, they like to do laparoscopic procedures and not actually cut people open. So, I mean, I'm sure if they could do it during the colonoscopy, they probably would. But I'm glad that I had mine, and they found out, because now I'll go have one like every 5 years and just make sure nothing else is growing in there. But they say colon cancer is one of the diseases that most people don't know about it until it's too late. So that's why they like to do the colonoscopy as a preventative measure. But with the way that my stomach is, I always feel like I'm going to have a bowel blockage, or it's going to, get twisted, or I'm going to herniate again, or, something like that. But because my belly doesn't heal very well, I don't want them to go in and fix it if it's not causing me problems, because it's a horrible recovery for me. And I've had lower back surgery, and that's a bad recovery for me too, because you don't think about that. Everything you move, you're moving your back. I mean, you move your neck, it radiates down to your back. You move your arms or your legs, and you can feel it in your back. And so that was really hard for me to recover from that. Oh, Kendra, it's funny. I do have a fan on. Oh, we lost Harper. I have a fan on that may be making a noise too. I don't know. So, anybody else got anything they want to discuss? I promise I'll start having topics. I'll start having some topics instead of just talking. Um, yeah, it's kind of scary because you don't know what's going to happen, and I just I wish that they had done it right the first time when I had the cesarean. If they had fixed it then, I wouldn't have the problems. I get a panic on going to the doctors. Never mind what you girls have been through. Okay, Harper. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Just try to rest. I know I don't like going to doctors either. And I used to tell the doctor every little thing. And I realized that every time I told them something, then they would give me another medication for that. And I take too many pills as it is, and shots. So I'm like, yeah, unless something is really bothering me, I'm not telling the doctor. And even when I was in the hospital over after Thanksgiving, with pneumonia, I still was like, I'm not saying a word. Just get me out of here. I don't want to be in the hospital. I don't like hospitals at all. And it makes you feel like they're a prisoner. You can't do what you want to do, and hooked up to all these machines and everything. No, it's not any fun for me. Yes, you are lucky. Um, my daughter had a cesarean with her baby, and she didn't have any problem healing either. But my scar is not horizontal, my scar is vertical. And it goes from below my belly button, around my belly button, and up almost to into my chest, because it was an emergency C-section and the baby had turned and they didn't know exactly where she was position wise, and so they kind of did it haphazardly. And I think because my incision was so large and covered so much of my, my abdomen and my chest, that's why it didn't heal. And they should never have gone around my belly button, and that's where most of the times it's herniated, is that part around my belly button. So, and then I was scared when I had my hysterectomy that whether or not they'd be able to, fix it after they did that, but they were. They just had to take everything. Yeah, I heard Purple and Heidi talking about how many pills they take. I don't even want to count mine. I don't even want to know. But I take long-term insulin shot twice a day. I take fast-acting insulin at each meal. And then I take another shot once a week. That's supposed to help my body use the insulin better. So between the shots and the pills, I take plenty. I don't really want to take anything else. That's why I was happy my A1C was down to 5.8. Woo, woo, woo. I've never had it that low. Linda, you're a twin? Oh, how cool. Yep, sometimes with twins, they do take them early and do cesarean, especially depending upon the position of the babies. Your sister is 1 minute older. Oh, that's neat. What's her name? Well, don't tell us. I don't want you to dox her. Dock her. I just think it's neat. Twins. Are you identical or fraternal? My daughter had to have the cesarean because the baby's head was either too big or her pelvis was too small for the baby's head to get into the birth canal properly for her to be able to push it out. So you are identical. Okay, cool. That's cool. My ex-husband was a fraternal twin, and there's twins all on my side of the family, and so we really didn't know if we would have twins or not. Well, love to love God. That's the thing about it. Stress, people don't realize how much goes into being diabetic. It's not just what you eat. A lot of people think that, it depends on how much sleep you get. It depends on how much exercise you do. It depends on if you take your medication at regular intervals, or if you sometimes forget to take your medication, something like that. So there's just a lot of, variables, and it's taken me a long time to get it down to where I pretty well take my medicine the same time every day. I pretty well eat the same type of things. Oh, no, you are not identical. Okay. Kendra says, my little boy was born at nearly 33 weeks. He was 5 pounds, which was really good. He's big for his age now, though. Yeah. Yeah, because those last 4 weeks is when they gain most of their weight. So if he was already 5 pounds, he might have been a 10-pound baby. Yeah, when I'm gonna say less than 5 years ago, my A1C was 11.4, and that was way, way too high. But that was a lot of the stress because it was when I was going through my divorce, going through becoming disabled and not working and all of that, worrying about money. So I had to, work through all of those things to get it to be better. But I hate it when people, they know you're diabetic and they say, "Oh, you can't have that piece of cake," or "You can't, you should you be eating that," or whatever. And it's like, listen, I take care of my diabetes. I'm in control. I'll eat what I want to eat. And sure, if I have a small piece of cake, my sugar might be elevated the next day, but I'm not going to eat half a cake or a whole cake, just a small piece. And I think, especially with diabetes, I don't know about other diseases, but there's such a denial factor. We don't want to be sick. We don't want to have an illness. We don't want to have to take care of ourselves, in a special way. We don't want people to look at us like we're less than because we're disabled. But it is what it is. I mean, all of us have issues and have problems, and a lot of it is due to aging. A lot of it is, the old theory they say, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. Man, there's some truth in that. Right. Well, Linda, she was pretty big and she was 6 pounds, 5 ounces. You were 5 pounds, 6 ounces. You were in the NICU for like 2 days, then went home. Yeah, they tend to worry about twins more because you are usually a lower birth rate weight. Kendra says, "Oh, I'm on a diet and I love cake. It's my downfall. I had to walk past all the cakes today shopping and buy salads and fruit." Well, I will tell you this. I'm just as full eating the good food as I am eating the bad stuff. So sometimes, you just have to kind of talk to yourself and say, well, I'm going to be okay. Thank you, Level Headed. I didn't know you were even here. Thank you very much. But sometimes I have to talk to myself and I have to say, am I going to eat this or eat that, or am I going to be satisfied with, I know I'm eating good food and I can make it taste good, and that's what I should do. But I'm not saying that I don't get in the mood sometimes and think, let me stop at a convenience store and get me a soda. And I love red licorice. That's probably my downfall. And I'll say, oh, I'm just going to have a couple pieces of red licorice and, part of a Coke. And next thing you know, I've eaten the whole bag of red licorice and drank the whole Coke. And then I'm unhappy later. That's right, Linda Marie. Good food is more expensive, and it doesn't last very long. So you have to shop often. I luckily live right behind the next street over. There's a grocery store, and I can go and get fresh stuff whenever I want to. So that's what I used to, grocery shop for 2 weeks at a time or a month at a time. And now I'm down to where I might shop for the week. I might plan out what I'm going to eat that week. But then if I, need something, I'll run over to the grocery and get it. Right. Sometimes you just have to have cake. I didn't have any cake on my birthday. And my daughter, she wanted cake because she loves cake too. She was like, well, we could just get a small cake. I was like, you get you a slice of cake. I'm not having cake. They didn't give you credit for them. So she bought cucumbers at Walmart and they only lasted 2 days in the fridge. She complained and they didn't, I don't know if they did anything to compensate her or not, but that's the thing about it. I like to go to farmer markets during the summer and get, good quality fresh produce. And Publix, we have Publix here in Georgia and they have the best produce. It's more expensive, but it is the best. Yeah, when they get squishy, they're not really any good. I like to cut cucumbers real thin and then eat them with a little bit of like ranch dressing and pretend I'm eating like potato chips. Oh, how do you cook Cornish hens? You bake them in the oven? I've never made any. I need somebody to help me with some good recipes. What? You can't buy anything in Germany on Sunday? Oh my goodness. Oh, in a bag in the oven. Okay. And I would like to make homemade pickles too. I love pickles. That's one of the things right now without my bottom teeth I can't eat. I love nuts and I love pickles and I love eating like raw cauliflower and carrots and things like that. And I can't do any of that right now. The shops are closed on Sundays. Yes, you can at a gas station though. Wow. Okay. So you just bake them kind of in there. Did you put anything on them or you just bake them in their own juices kind of? Does that surprise y'all that Levid came in the other day and today and liked to listen? I just never expected, to get the people I'm getting coming in here. So nice. She stuffed my husband's with stuffing, salt, pepper, and garlic. Huh. That'd be very good. Kendra says, our local shop is open until 10 p.m. on Sundays, and the supermarkets are open until 4. That's in the UK. The Cornish hens were only $3.38 at Walmart. It's not bad. I've really been upset about the high price of food. Every time I go to the grocery store, things are higher and higher. I can't afford it. And all the things that you can stretch a meal, like putting it over rice or adding noodles to it or something like that, That's not good for a diabetic. I need, lean meat and vegetables. But even though I thought I wasn't doing as well this time with my blood sugar, being that I was in the hospital and took steroids and everything, I was really shocked that I thought it wouldn't be the same as it was before. I thought it would be a little elevated, but for it to have actually dropped, that really made me feel good. Yes, I do think it's going to get worse this year with the prices and the gas. Our gas is almost three. I think it's 3.39 or 3.49, something like that. I'm so surprised my daughter hasn't called me and said, "I'm bringing you the baby." Uh, it used to say on this Circle K app how much the current price was, but it doesn't say it right now. Oh well. I think it's 3.39. I haven't watched that show. Well, that's good, Kendra, that he likes the healthier things. Okay, my friend that I went and stayed with for my birthday weekend, she likes Fox News. So I might have even seen him on there when I was down there with her. Um, does he talk a lot about how things are going in the economy? Okay, Linda Marie, thanks for coming. And I don't know how much longer I'll be on here, but you're more than welcome anytime. Okay. Yeah, I'm not much into politics. Okay, love to love God. I like that, Rosie. I like Rosie. And you get have a good night's sleep, and I'll talk to you later. Oh, yeah. We don't give my granddaughter sugar either. Um, we're very careful with what we do give her, what kind of food, and mostly fruits and vegetables and lean meat. And um, we don't give her a lot of starchy things. We only give her, like the baby treats and things like that, but nothing real sugary. Yep, all the secrets are coming out. That'll happen. That will happen. Now, Mrs. T, you have to try. You have to try. You don't want to get the complications from it. They say diabetes won't kill you, but it's all the complications, the kidney disease, heart disease, losing your eyesight, losing the feeling in your legs, things like that. Oh, changing the subject. Okay. Your back is killing you today. Yeah. My hip, I was talking about that earlier, that my hip is hurting from my swimming. I pulled the muscle that goes up into your pelvis and connects to the top of your hip bone. Mrs. T, it's okay. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to have their own opinions. Talk about whatever they want to talk about. Oh, that was sweet of you, Kendra. The only thing about the diabetic chocolate is it'll give you the runs if you eat too much of it at one time. And a lot of the sugar-free stuff is the same way. Whatever they put in it, when they take out the sugar or they put the artificial sweeteners, that's what causes it to react that way. Well, that's good that you've lost weight, Mrs. T, but sometimes it's because you're not taking care of your diabetes that will make you lose weight. I know if I don't have to take as much insulin, I'll lose weight too. But if I take the insulin I'm supposed to take, then sometimes I'll gain weight. Being diabetic is no fun. It's all about, balancing things. Oh, that ding is my daughter getting ready to head your way. Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if I would hear it, if it would come through since I had my phone with the chat on it. Yeah. I'm going to have to run her back home. So I'll probably have to stop this one because I'll have to get dressed and go take her home. But I've had a great time talking to y'all and discussing all the different topics. I hope y'all have enjoyed it as well. And we'll do it again. Next time I go live, though, I'm going to have a topic. And I'm going to have a video or a presentation. And we're going to get into some serious stuff instead of just chit-chatting. But I like to chit-chat, too. So we will do that some, too, after I do the video or the presentation. But thank y'all for being here. And I'm very pleased that I have people that jump on and will talk to me and everything. It just makes me feel so good. And y'all have uplifted me again today. So thank you. I've had a great time too. And I know that I'm getting closer and closer to everyone, finding out more and more about our personalities and our likes and dislikes. And I really enjoy that part of it. So I'll see y'all in chat. Purple will probably go live later tonight, and I'll probably see you there. So have a great day and have a good rest of your Sunday. Bye now.